Today, we journey to the Giza Plateau to stand before the only surviving wonder of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid. Rising from the desert like a geometric miracle, the Great Pyramid of Khufu is more than a tomb, more than a monument, and more than a symbol of ancient Egypt. It is the ultimate testament to human ambition, a structure so vast and so mathematically refined that even today, with satellites, supercomputers, and modern engineering, we struggle to fully understand how it was built. Yet it is also the world's greatest technological mystery, a colossal monument that by all conventional logic should not exist, at least not with the tools that mainstream history claims the ancient Egyptians possessed. Grab your coffee. Today, we are decoding the secret blueprints of the Great Pyramid and the lost lifting technologies that may have allowed the Egyptians to bend physics to their will. The scale of the Great Pyramid is almost impossible to grasp with the modern mind. Built more than 4,500 years ago for the pharaoh Khufu, the structure once stood at a height of 481 feet, or 146 meters, towering higher than any other human-made structure for nearly 4 millennia. It contains an estimated 2.3 million stone blocks. Most of these blocks weigh around 2.5 tons each, but the real engineering nightmare lies in the massive granite monoliths used in the king's chamber and the relieving chambers above it. These granite blocks weigh up to 80 tons each, roughly equivalent to a modern M1 Abrams tank. And yet these blocks were somehow transported more than 500 miles from the quarries of Aswan and lifted over 200 feet into the air before being set into perfect alignment. If the scale of the materials seems overwhelming, the precision makes the mystery even deeper. The pyramid's 4 sides are aligned almost perfectly with the 4 cardinal directions, deviating by only a fraction of a degree. Its base is level within less than 1 inch across more than 13 acres. Its internal shafts align with specific stars, including Orion's Belt and Alpha Draconis, and the entire structure encodes mathematical constants, including pi and the golden ratio, whether intentionally or by extraordinary coincidence, remains one of the great debates of archaeology. The mainstream theory, the one repeated in textbooks and museum placards, is simple. The Egyptians built massive external ramps. According to this explanation, they dragged the stone blocks up a straight or spiraling ramp made from mud brick, crushed limestone, and gypsum. Tens of thousands of laborers, equipped only with ropes, sledges, and primitive tools, heaved millions of blocks into place over a period of about 20 years. On paper, it sounds reasonable, but the moment you apply physics, logistics, or basic geometry, the theory collapses. To reach the full height of the pyramid, an external ramp would need to be at least a mile long and massively thick to support the weight of 80-ton granite blocks. This ramp would have required more material than the pyramid itself. Building and dismantling the ramp would have doubled or tripled the total workload. making the 20-year construction timeline mathematically impossible. Even worse, a straight ramp would block the visibility of the pyramid's edges, preventing the builders from achieving the extraordinary alignment we see today. A spiral ramp wrapped around the pyramid would hide the corners and make precise geometry impossible. In short, the external ramp explanation is elegant in its simplicity, but unrealistic in execution. This enormous gap in the conventional model opens the door to theories of lost lifting technology innovations that the Egyptians may have mastered, but that history failed to preserve. One of the most intriguing alternative theories is the internal ramp theory, proposed by French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin. According to Houdin, the Egyptians used a small external ramp for only the first 30% of the pyramid's height. After that, construction continued from the inside, using a narrow, spiraling internal ramp built within the structure itself. This ramp, hidden behind the outer casing stones, would have allowed workers to haul blocks upward in a controlled environment without building a massive external ramp. This theory gained surprising scientific support. In 1986, a team of French scientists conducted microgravimetry scans, essentially X-rays of the pyramid, and detected a mysterious spiral-shaped pattern inside the monument. Houdin's computer models show how the internal ramp would naturally resolve the challenges of height, visibility, and precision. It explains how the Egyptians could maintain perfect alignment, even near the top, without ever losing sight of the pyramid's corners. But another theory proposes an even more radical solution, one that transforms the Great Pyramid from a monument of brute force labor into a display of advanced chemistry. Dr. Joseph Davidovits, a material scientist, developed what is known as the Geopolymer theory. According to his research, many of the pyramid's limestone blocks are not carved stone at all. They are an early form of concrete. Davidovits argues that the Egyptians developed a chemical formula using crushed limestone, clay, lime, water, and natron salt. They could have poured this mixture into wooden molds directly on the construction site. Instead of dragging 2.5-ton blocks up massive ramps, the workers poured them into place like enormous bricks. This theory solves nearly every major logistical mystery. It eliminates the need to transport millions of blocks over long distances. It explains why casing stones fit so perfectly you cannot slide a razor blade between them. It makes the 20-year timeline entirely achievable. Davidovits even points to microscopic air bubbles and chemical signatures inside some blocks, features inconsistent with natural limestone but consistent with a cast stone. Critics push back, but the geopolymer's theory remains one of the most compelling possibilities, because it removes the need for impossible lifting technology altogether. Then there are the more speculative theories, the ones that push the limits of imagination but emerge from real engineering problems. Some researchers have proposed that the Egyptians used a canal system to raise water into internal locks, similar to how modern ships pass through the Panama Canal. Floating the stones upward using buoyancy would drastically reduce the need for manpower. Others explore the idea of counterweight systems powered by water or sand, using internal shafts like elevators, and still others investigate the possibility that resonant sound frequencies, an idea inspired by Inca stonework, could have been used to make heavy blocks vibrate, reducing their effective weight. These theories are highly speculative, but they attempt to solve the same puzzle. How do you move the unmovable? The enduring mystery of the Great Pyramid forces us to reconsider what we think we know about the ancient world. It challenges the assumption that technological progress is linear, always moving forward, never backward. It forces us to confront the possibility that ancient civilizations possessed techniques, whether mechanical, chemical, or organizational, that have been lost to time. The Bronze Age Egyptians, without iron tools, without the wheel in construction, and without advanced machinery, achieved a feat that even today would strain modern industrial equipment and logistics planning. The Great Pyramid stands not only as the final survivor of the Seven Wonders, but as a silent monument to a forgotten engineering genius. Whether its blocks were quarried and dragged up hidden internal ramps, chemically cast in place using lost geopolymer technology, or lifted by some hybrid system of ramps, counterweights, and ingenious physics, one thing is clear: the full blueprint has not survived the ages. The mystery persists because the pyramid was not just built for eternity, it was engineered to keep its secrets. Do you believe the Great Pyramid blocks were quarried and hauled up internal ramps? Or were they actually poured in place using a lost form of ancient concrete? Keep questioning everything.